Hey students, so today we're going to talk about some speaking tips for when you're presenting in front of the class. So I'm going to walk through some of these slides here. Number one, your stance. As you can see in this video, I'm hoping you are not falling all over the place when you're speaking in public. You want to be balanced. You want to be on 2 feet, not bouncing back and forth. And you want to face the audience. That's very important. You're engaging with the audience, so you need to be facing them, standing on 2 feet, calm, engaged with your audience. The next step is your eyes. You want to be scanning the room. Why do you want to be scanning the room? Well, you are, as I said before, you're trying to engage with your audience. So you want to make sure that you're reading. What are they thinking? Are people paying attention? Do you need to alter the way that you're presenting? Are they engaged with what you're saying? Are you meeting them on a personal level? Or are you staring at the floor, the ceiling, out the window? Pay attention to your audience. Always be reading the room. Make sure you're meeting their eye line. Your voice should be loud. It should be clear. And you should be using inflection. You don't want to speak in a monotone way because that will be less than engaging for your audience. So you want to make sure that you're loud enough they can hear you, not too loud, clear, so they can hear each word that you're saying, that you're enunciating well, that you're speaking with expression and enthusiasm when you're in front of the class. Your hands, you don't want to distract your audience with your hands, as you can see on the slide. Enhance, don't distract. Don't concuss anyone, yourself included. Make sure that your hand movements, your gestures are purposeful, that they draw attention to certain things, but that they don't distract your audience. When you begin, you want your attention getter to obviously get the attention, to grab the attention of your audience. It's very similar to an essay intro. So sometimes questions work, but you can have a fact that's really interesting, something that catches the attention of your audience. So be purposeful with the way that you start your speech, your presentation. Very important to practice your attention getter to make sure you get it right. If you're using note cards, this would be a great thing to write down word for word. How do I want to start my speech? And your conclusion. Very normal for students to conclude by saying, and that's it, or okay, I'm done. But that's not a strong way to conclude your presentation. You want to conclude in a way that we know that you're finished speaking. You're slowing down your tempo. You're giving us more time between your words. Maybe you're bringing down the level of your speaking, the volume of your speaking, so that we know you are finished. We should be able to tell without you saying, and that's it, I'm done. Last slide. This is Amy Cuddy. This photo here is Amy Cuddy. She's a social psychologist. And in her research, she found that our body language, while it does affect the way other people view us, it also affects the way we view ourselves. So that means the way we're standing, our posture when we're presenting and before we're presenting can decide how much confidence we have, how we feel, and how nervous we are before we start presenting. And that's a pretty important thing. So she recommends power posing to boost confidence. This means that you can build your confidence just by standing up straight, by doing these power poses, to make sure that you present well.